If Signor Leonato be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders, for all Messina is like him as she is.
I wonder why you still be talking, Signor Benedick. Nobody marks you.
Oh, what? My dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Oh, is possible Disdain should die when she has such meat food to feed her as Signor Benedick? Courtesy itself must turn into disdain when you come in her presence.
Well, then is courtesy a turncoat, but it isn't certain that I am loved of all ladies, only you excepted, and I would I could find it in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
Oh, a dear happiness to women. They does be troubled by a pernicious suitor. I thank God for my cold blood. I am of your humour for that. I'd rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loved me.
God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other may escape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching cannot make it worse, and with such a face as yours.
Oh, you are a rare parrot teacher.
Bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse at the speed of your tongue, and so good a continuer, but keep your way in God's name, I have done.
You always end on a jade's trick. I know you of old.
The God of love, who sits above, and knows me, how pitiful I deserve, I mean in singing. But in loving, Leander, the good swimmer, Troilus, the first employer of panders, and a whole book of these quondam carpetmongers, whose names ever ran smoothly in the even road of a blank verse, why they were never so truly turned over as my poor self in love. Marry, I cannot show it in rhyme. I have tried. I can find out no rhyme to lady, but baby, an innocent rhyme. For scorn, horn, a hard rhyme. For school, fool, a babbling rhyme. No, very ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, nor can I woo in festival terms. Ah, sweet Lady Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called?
Yea, Signor, and depart would you bid me?
Oh, stay till then.
Oh, then is spoken. Fare you well. And yet, ere I go, let me go with what I came, which is to know what hath passed between yourself and Signor Claudio.
Only foul words, and thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I shall depart unkissed.
Thou hast frightened the word right out of his sense, so forcible is thy wit. But I must tell ye plainly, Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I must hear from him shortly, or I will subscribe him a coward. And I pray now tell me, for which of my bad parts did thou first fall in love with me?
Oh, for them all together, which maintained such a polite state of evil they allowed no good parts to intermingle with them. But now tell me, for which of my good parts did thou first suffer love for me?
Suffer love, a good epithet. I do suffer love indeed, for I love thee against my will.
Well, in spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart, if you spite it for my sake, I shall spite it for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably.
Oh, it appears so in this confession, for there's not one wise man among 20 who will praise himself.
An old instance, Beatrice, that lived in the time of good neighbours. If a man does not erect in this age his own tomb ere he dies, he shall live no longer in monument than the bell rings and the widow weeps.
How long is that, think you?
Question. Why, an hour in clamour and a quart in room. Therefore it is most expedient for the wise, if Don Worm his conscience find no impediment to the contrary, to be the trumpet of his own virtues as I am to myself. So much for praising myself, who, I myself will bear witness, am praiseworthy. And now, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And you?
Very ill too.
Ugh. Serve God, love me, and mend.
But will you go with me to hear this news, Signor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thy eyes. And moreover, I will go with thee to thy cousin's.